Welcome, everyone. It's Monday, October 25th, 2021. It's time for the regularly scheduled City Council meeting. Ask the clerk to certify the meeting notice.
This meeting has been noticed in accordance with Idaho Code 74-204.
Ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilmember Jorgensen. Here. Councilmember Page.
Here.
Councilmember Souza.
Here. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Item D is changes to the agenda. Seeing none, we'll move on to the consent agenda.
Mr. Mayor, I would move that we approve the consent agenda as presented.
I would second that.
Got a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Jorgensen.
Yes.
Councilmember Page.
Yes.
Councilmember Souza.
Yes.
Move down to special business. Item 1 is extra mile day proclamation. And I'm frantically getting to the right page here. Just give me a second. Whereas Garden City, Idaho is a community that acknowledges that a special vibrancy exists within the entire community when its individual citizens collectively go the extra mile in personal effort, volunteerism, and service. And whereas Garden City, Idaho is a community that encourages its citizens to maximize their personal contribution to the community by giving of themselves wholeheartedly and with total effort, commitment, and conviction to their individual ambitions, family, friends, and community. And whereas Garden City, Idaho is a community that chooses to shine a light on and celebrate individuals and organizations within its community who go the extra mile in order to make a difference and lift up fellow members of their community. And whereas Garden City, Idaho acknowledges the mission of Extra Mile America to create 550 extra mile cities in America and is proud to support Extra Mile Day on November 1st, 2021. Now, therefore, I, John Evans, Mayor of Garden City, Idaho, do hereby proclaim November 1, 2021 to be Extra Mile Day. I urge each individual in the community to take time on this day to not only go the extra mile in his or her own life, but to also acknowledge all those who are inspirational in their efforts and commitment to make their organizations, families, community, country, or world a better place. Dated this 25th day of October, 2021. John Evans, Mayor. Okay, next item, calendar year 2022 health insurance quotes. Items on page 53. Lisa.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Members of the council, we've discussed before and previously had Amy Manning from IIIA Insurance present to the council. We reached out to our current carrier, Blue Cross, and to Blue Shield. Blue Cross provided us with two numbers. One, which would be the renewal of our existing grandfathered plan. The premiums came in at 30% higher than last year's premiums. We also reached out and requested a quote for what we're calling an enhanced plan that would remove our grandfather status and would allow us to add some services to our existing plan that are not currently covered. The enhanced plan from Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and IIIA represent those additional services that would be added. As you could see from the comparison, IIIA came in at 2% above our current grandfathered plan. The enhanced Blue Cross plan was 53% higher than our current plan, and Blue Shield was 17% higher. Based on the information that the committee has reviewed, the numbers. The staff is recommending that we move forward with IIIA for calendar year 2022. If that is the consideration of the council, we would bring before you at the next meeting the joint powers agreement and the paperwork required for the council to approve for us to become a part of or a member of IIIA.
Thank you, Lisa. Discussion on the council?
No, I just want to thank all the committee members for their work and providing better benefits for all the city employees at a nominal cost that we probably would have had otherwise in our current plan. So that's a win-win.
Okay. I'll take that to bring it back for action at the next meeting, Lisa.
Thank you.
All right. Next item, Councilmember Pam Beaumont resignation from the City Council. Mr. Wadums.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm just going to read from the roles and responsibilities manual that's put out by the Association of Idaho Cities regarding resignations. The resignation of a mayor or a council member needs to be submitted in writing with a specific effective date and the officer's signature. The effective date may be immediate or at a future time certain at the officer's discretion. The resignation letter should then be presented to the council, accepted by motion of the council, and the full text of the letter included in the meeting minutes. After the council accepts the resignation, the process of filling the vacancy may begin. And in Idaho code, this is under Idaho code 59-902. So that is the process that I would recommend here. Thank you.
Thank you. Lisa, do you have the, would you read the letter of resignation
Yes, let me get to that
into the
screen
record?
really quick. There we go. Written to Mayor John Evans, I herewith resign the office of Garden City City Council Member effective November 2nd, 2021. Signed sincerely, Pamela J. Beaumont.
Okay. Council, the matter before you is to accept Councilmember Beaumont's resignation.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I move that we accept Council Member Pamela J. Beaumont's resignation to be effective November 2nd, 2021.
Do I have a second?
I would second that motion.
A motion and a second to accept Councilmember Beaumont's resignation effective November 2nd, 2021. Any discussion on the motion? Okay, clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Page,
Yes.
Councilmember Souza,
Yes.
Councilmember Jorgensen.
Yes.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda are the monthly staff reports. Council, do you have any questions of staff regarding the staff reports? Okay, hearing none, we'll move down to item G1. Lisa?
All right, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Let me get back to my screen here. We received correspondence from the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare. In the information in the packet, there has been some funding that has come into the state of Idaho to health and welfare to assist specifically for utilities with water and sewer. We, as a vendor, would receive payment from the Department of Health and Welfare. An applicant would apply to them. They have their own criteria for determining that a person qualifies. And then the Department of Health and Welfare would notify us that a payment is coming to the city to assist. It can pay for water and sewer, not trash. We are able to break out that billing, so we can participate in that respect. And a few criteria for us, if we were to receive a payment and it would put a credit on the account, we would refuse that payment and return it. I don't see any problems administratively from our side participating in this program. We would let our residents know that this is available should they need assistance.
Okay. Pleasure to council.
Mr. Mayor, I would move that we authorize you to enter into a vendor agreement with the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare to participate in the low-income home water assistance program.
Second.
Thank you. We've got a motion and a second for that authorization. Is there further discussion? Hearing none, the clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Souza,
Yes.
Councilmember Jorgensen,
Yes.
Councilmember Page.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That concludes the business on our, the public business on our agenda for this evening. We do need an executive session to discuss, for Mr. Williams to give us an update on some litigation we have in motion right now, after which we can adjourn, Mr. Williams.
Yes, please.
Okay, after which we can adjourn.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I move that in accordance with Idaho Code 74-206-1F, we move into executive session to communicate with legal counsel for the public agency to discuss legal ramifications of and legal options for pending litigation or controversies not yet being litigated, but eminently likely to be litigated, after which we would adjourn.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, the clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Jorgensen,
Yes.
Councilmember Page,
Yes.
Councilmember Souza.
Yes.
Thank you all for joining us this evening, those online and those that are here in person. And, okay,